Cristiano Ronaldo is once again the biggest story in football. Not because he scored a hat-trick, not because he carried Portugal to victory, but because after another disappointing performance, the entire football world is arguing about one question. Is Cristiano Ronaldo the problem? Or is the obsession with Cristiano Ronaldo the real problem? Because while critics are blaming Ronaldo for Portugal's struggles, a completely different crisis is unfolding behind the scenes. Players are getting attacked online. Families are being dragged into the drama. Teammates are being accused of sabotaging Ronaldo. And some fans genuinely believe Portugal's players care more about stopping Ronaldo from scoring than winning football matches. The Ronaldo agenda has officially gone too far. And today we're breaking down why Portugal's biggest problem might not be Cristiano Ronaldo. For nearly 20 years, Cristiano Ronaldo was untouchable. He was Portugal's hero, their captain, their leader, a man who turned a small football nation into European champions. Whenever Portugal needed a moment of magic, Ronaldo delivered. But football waits for nobody. At 41 years old, Ronaldo is no longer the unstoppable force that terrorized defenders across Europe. And that's where the controversy begins. Ever since Messi socketed a hat-trick against Algeria, many Messi fans and media started glazing the mince out of Messi like he won the lottery, which caused the Ronaldo fans to get pressured and then started begging and convincing Messi fans that Ronaldo will get a hat-trick against Congo, all because the stupid Messi fans glazed Messi on his hat-trick. After Portugal's disappointing draw against Congo, criticism exploded across social media. Former players questioned his role. Pundits questioned whether he should still be starting. Fans questioned whether Portugal were holding themselves back by continuing to build everything around him. Some critics argued that Ronaldo had become isolated. Others pointed out that Portugal's attack often looked slow and predictable. And suddenly every football show on the planet was asking the same question. Would Portugal be better without Ronaldo? But here's where things get interesting. Because while Ronaldo became the headline, nobody was talking about Portugal's other problems. Nobody talked about the midfield being dominated. Nobody talked about the lack of creativity. Nobody talked about Roberto Martinez and the tactical setup. Nobody talked about how one of the most talented squads in international football somehow struggles to consistently create chances. Instead, everything became about Ronaldo. Again, and that's exactly what always happens. When Ronaldo is on the pitch, he becomes the story. Whether Portugal win or lose, whether he scores or not, whether he plays well or badly, everything revolves around Cristiano Ronaldo. But then another controversy exploded. João Neves was asked about Ronaldo's role in the national team, and his response immediately went viral. He praised Ronaldo's contributions to Portugal in football, but then said something that many fans interpreted as disrespectful. He described Ronaldo as just another player who helps the team. Now, when you actually listen to the full context, it's obvious he wasn't attacking Ronaldo. His point was simple. Football is a team game. Everybody has responsibilities. Everybody contributes. And nobody wins a World Cup alone. But on social media, context doesn't matter. Within hours, João Neves became public enemy number one among some Ronaldo supporters. Thousands of comments flooded his accounts. Abuse, insults, personal attacks, and the situation quickly spiraled out of control. Then Bruno Fernandes got dragged into it too. Despite being one of Portugal's most important players, he was accused of not doing enough to help Ronaldo. Fans flooded his comment section. People blamed him for Portugal's attacking problems. Some even suggested Portugal's players were deliberately refusing to pass to Ronaldo. Think about that for a second. People genuinely believe professional footballers at the World Cup were intentionally sabotaging their own captain. It's ridiculous, but that's how emotional the Ronaldo debate has become, and this is where the real problem starts. Because criticism is normal, every footballer gets criticized, even Ronaldo, especially Ronaldo, but once fans start attacking players' families and personal lives, football stops being football. João Neves reportedly had to deal with enormous online abuse. People connected to players were targeted. Comment sections became battlefields. And instead of supporting Portugal, people were creating divisions inside the fan base. Even some of Ronaldo's biggest supporters began speaking out against it. Many argued that Ronaldo fans were hurting Ronaldo's own legacy. Because every time someone attacks a teammate for not passing to Ronaldo, it creates the impression that Portugal exists solely to serve one player. And that's unfair, not only to Portugal, but also to Ronaldo himself. Then things became even more complicated. Members of Ronaldo's family started getting involved online. Cryptic social media posts appeared. Comments were liked, messages were shared, and immediately the media jumped all over it. Whether those posts were intended to defend Ronaldo or not doesn't really matter. Because the result was the same. More headlines, more controversy, more division, more pressure on a Portugal squad that was already under enormous scrutiny. What's ironic is that Ronaldo probably understands this better than anyone. At 41 years old, he doesn't need people defending every mistake he makes. He doesn't need fans attacking teammates. He doesn't need social media wars. Because nobody has proven themselves more than Cristiano Ronaldo. Not in Portugal, not in world football, not anywhere. His legacy was secured years ago. That doesn't mean he's above criticism. Far from it. There are legitimate questions about whether he should still be starting every match. There are legitimate questions about Portugal's tactics. There are legitimate questions about how the team should prepare for the future. But those questions should be football discussions. Not personal attacks, not harassment, and definitely not abuse directed at teammates and their families. The funny thing is that both Ronaldo's biggest supporters and biggest critics often make the same mistake. They act like everything depends on Cristiano Ronaldo. If Portugal win, it's Ronaldo. If Portugal lose, it's Ronaldo. If Portugal score, it's Ronaldo. If Portugal don't score, it's Ronaldo. Meanwhile, football remains what it has always been, a team sport. And Portugal's problems go far beyond one player. The reality is that Ronaldo is no longer the entire team. But he also isn't the entire problem. Portugal have enough talent to compete with anyone in the world. The question is whether they can finally move beyond the endless drama and focus on football. Because right now, every conversation about Portugal becomes a conversation about Ronaldo. And every conversation about Ronaldo becomes a war between supporters and critics. Maybe that's the price of having one of the greatest players in football history. The attention, the pressure, the expectations, the constant debate. Because whether people love Cristiano Ronaldo or hate him, nobody can stop talking about him. And until the day he finally retires, the Ronaldo agenda will continue. The question is, will Portugal win despite the agenda? Or will the agenda become the reason they fall short? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Ronaldo still Portugal's biggest asset, or has the debate around him become a bigger problem than Ronaldo himself? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.